How's everybody doing? My name is Anthony Brian Logan, and today we got to talk about the water bottle and water gun and just overall drenching of police officer attacks that have happened all over the country is what it seems like. I've seen videos from two different places, and I feel like I'll see more as the days progress. I've seen at first two videos in New York. One was in Brownsville, Brooklyn, where the officers allegedly said that, oh, they were just interacting with the people because it was hot and they wanted to cool down and it wasn't an attack on them. So when I saw that, I'm like, okay, I'm kind of confused. Why would you just allow water to be poured on you? Then there was another video that happened in Harlem where the officers are being drenched with water and somebody threw a bucket at an officer's head. Now, some of those guys got arrested, including a gang member, so it wasn't really harmless. You're talking about people trying to assault police officers. When I saw those two clips, I was going to do a video then, but I was like, you know what? This is kind of confusing. Some officers are saying that they were voluntarily just playing along with it and there was no big deal. Some saying they weren't. So I'm just like, okay, let me just hold off for a minute before I do a video about this. But then I saw more videos come across my desk. Okay, you have two female officers in New York who got drenched with water. And then you had what appeared to be a pool party of some sorts in Atlanta where it seemed like 3,000 lemmings with water guns and bottles of water just descending upon an officer who got out of his car, you know, saying, get the F out of here, this, that, and the third. Just drenched him. Now, this kind of behavior, it ain't nothing but people trying to get famous on social media, have a moment, just wild out, as they say, as a cool kid say, for the moment. Just for that viral Instagram hit, to get your face on the camera, to get some attention, and also as an excuse to assault officers in a way in which you won't be held responsible. Because these people are watching social media, they're seeing what's going on. They're seeing that people aren't necessarily getting in trouble. In the Brownsville case, they're saying, okay, you're just playing around. So that sends an example to them that I can play around too, and maybe I won't even go to jail. Maybe I can assault an officer and not get locked up. Now, obviously, that didn't work all the time because the guys in Harlem, they got arrested, they got locked up, including the gangbanger. So you probably go to the jail for an extended period of time, but I digress. I feel like you're going to have copycats because of what, in my opinion, Bill de Blasio in New York City had allowed. If you're just going to get drenched with water as an officer by a bunch of people getting stuff thrown at you and you can't do anything about it, you have to ask yourself, why can't you do anything about it? What's the actual reasoning for that particular action or non-action to happen? It comes from City Hall. Oh, you can't really respond unless it's life-threatening and this, that, and the third. And if you do something, then you're going to be in trouble, although you're the one being assaulted. You're the one being attacked. Now, some would say, oh, well, look, it's just water. They're not throwing any kind of chemical compound on them. Well, what happens when they do that? Because you're already putting liquids on them and nothing is really happening. So what's to prevent somebody from putting bleach in the water or a water balloon or a water gun or something like that? Okay, what's to prevent somebody from just taking that next step to really hurting an officer very seriously? And even with the water, that's going to be dangerous because you got equipment on you. You can have electronic equipment. Things are going to short out, radio, cell phone, etc. It's slippery. Your vision is going to be distorted because you got water in your face, water in your eye. It's just not a good thing to do. You couldn't do that to a regular person. If I'm just walking in New York City, minding my own business, and all of a sudden I got 400 rambunctious cretins that attack me with water, throw it all over my face and my body, and they all in my, throwing stuff on my head, throwing an empty jug at my head. I mean, isn't that assault? So why can't an officer respond in kind? You see, if it were me and I were the mayor, police chief, whoever has the power in a particular place, I would say, yo, you can respond with force if you need to. What's going to end up happening is somebody's going to get hurt behind all this. Somebody going to get shot, somebody going to get tasered and mess around and die. And then we're going to be like, oh, Black Lives Matter, hands up, don't shoot. And by the way, the whole Black Lives Matter thing is not even really a thing anymore. Nobody cares about that anymore. We're all focused on the people on the southern border, the so-called kids in cages. So, hey, if you get shot on your hind parts by a police officer for throwing a water bottle at your head, oh, well, you got to do it the best way you can. Try to make noise in local media and get some attention that way, but you're not going to be on CBS and CNN. They're more worried about those that are coming here voluntarily to take jobs and money from you. But I digress. To get back to it, somebody will get hurt. That's going to be the end result of this. And then what is it all going to be for? You have to ask yourself, if you're one of the people that are engaging in these things, drenching the officer, was it worth it? Was it worth you losing your life, being seriously injured, paralyzed, beat down, locked up because you wanted to go viral, because you wanted to be stupid, you wanted to just be like a lemming and follow others off of the cliff during migration season, and you're migrating just towards a moment on Instagram, 5 seconds of fame, literally? Because when you do these things, people see the action and it becomes popular for a while, but nobody cares about who you are. Nobody cares about you. And nobody going to come see your mama when you get shot and killed behind all this situation. And then what's going to be the next step? You have officers being attacked with, the water drenching and the empty cans of water. What about regular civilians? Like I said earlier, but look, if I'm out minding my business and I just get mobbed up on by a bunch of young just hooligans and I have a gun on me, hey, I mean, I'm not saying I would do it. I'm just saying if somebody were to be in a situation that feared for their life, that felt like things may go awry if they don't pull out that ratchet and use it, now you got a dangerous situation. Now you got a sad situation. At the end of the day, as I close, these people, they got to stop. If you're out there doing this throw water on police challenge, you might get challenged back. Okay, it might be how fast can I shoot my gun challenge when you do something like that. Just being real. You can't assault people. Keep your hands to yourself. Don't throw stuff on people. Just leave people alone, man. Like, what are you even doing? Why? What is the purpose of hurting someone else? And if you're going to, attack someone else, throw something on somebody, don't get shocked. Don't be surprised and bewildered when they throw something back. Okay? I mess around and get a live hand grenade thrown in your hind parts, but I'm going to just go ahead and leave that right there for now. What say you? Do you think that it's okay to just drench officers with water randomly from, gallon jugs and super soakers and water balloons and buckets? If that's your viewpoint that it's okay, then explain to me why in the comments below. And if it's okay to do that to an officer, what about you, an average everyday civilian? How would you feel? You going to work, you got your suit on, you're ready to go get some money. All of a sudden, here come 300 people, and they douse you with water from all over the place. They're throwing stuff at your head. I mean, how would you feel? Would you feel safe? Would you feel like, oh, it's all in fun? Who wants to have that happen to them that is not at a water park or something like that? Even if I'm at a water park, that should not be going on. You shouldn't just have a stranger come up to you and just throw stuff on you. That's not how it should be. But the reality is, it's not at a water park. It's not Water Country USA. It's not Busch Gardens. It's not Ocean Breeze in Virginia Beach. It ain't nothing like that. We're talking about just the regular everyday streets, police officers walking the beat trying to protect you and your family. But whatever your comments are, please let me know in the comments below. And that's all I got to say for this video. If you like what you heard, please comment, rate, share, and subscribe. Peace.